Overwatch 2 feels massively different from Overwatch 1. The game is more brawly, elimination heavy, and everyone for yourself game. In addition to the huge changes to the game overall, Brigitte got a few changes to take away her hard CC stun away. To replace the stun, Brig's shield bash now travels farther, does 50 damage instead of 5, and now activates the Inspire when you hit a target with it. While at first, this seems so underwhelming as you don't get that amazing bash onto someone to stop them in their tracks, with more playtime in the beta, I've come to this conclusion. Oh, and by the way, if you want to see some Brig gameplay live, come by one of my Twitch streams at twitch.tv/HolyShiftKid. We can talk about how to keep carrying in the beta. In my opinion, Brig feels so much more fun. Brig's power isn't necessarily lower, her value has just shifted. Instead of hard countering tanks most of the time, the extra potent damage that Brig now has makes you a damage dealing support. Brig is also no longer a hard babysitter for some of those other squishy heroes. Don't get me wrong, Brig is still a defensive hero, you can't just run it down, but if people get too close, they die really fast. I found myself not even looking at tanks at all in Overwatch 2 unless they're low. Instead, going for or distracting the squishies gets you so much more value. With one less tank in the game, I found Brig has a lot more space from the less damage in the game too. I can further take angles and displace squishies or even kill them. You have to create your own value on Brig, which is what Overwatch 2 is all about anyway. The reason I'm happy is because Brig's core values have not changed, but they made her more involved. Brig is that defensive hero who gets value on displacing and distracting. Inspire isn't a priority, although it's really easy to keep it up with whip shot in this game. And walls and positioning is super important for staying alive. Rally is still really strong, even with not being armored to take space and hold your own space. She's more interactive now because we have so much more power to play into how Overwatch 2 is played. Everyone plays for themselves to get eliminations, and Brig with no stun and more damage plays into that perfectly. Brig also feels way more skill based as you have to master her abilities and game sense to not die and actually get those eliminations. Her power isn't lower but shifted, as I said earlier. Brig isn't overpowered here in the beta. She's honestly mid tier, but I'm super happy and having lots of fun dunking on these kids. I'm holding out on making a full guide on her as the beta isn't lasting very long, but I'm gonna be making these for some other supports I play, including Mercy and Lucio. Don't forget to like and subscribe to be updated for what all the Overwatch 2 beta holds for supports and what we can do to still carry on them. Thanks so much for watching.